And welcome back to the 8th Alliance tournament. You were listening to Verone and Darius Johnson. We have the 5th match of the final day, the Wrong Alliance versus Darkside. Now on the left-hand side of your screen, highlighted in red in your overview, we have the Wrong Alliance, who are fielding 3 Drakes, 3 Nighthawks, a Dramiel, and a trio of Stilettos.
And on the right hand, we have Darkside, fielding 2 Lokis, 2 Abaddons, Damnation, Guardian, and 2 Thrashers.
Yeah, we see a very shield-orientated setup for the Wrong Alliance this time around, and a very nasty DPS looking setup from Darkside by the look of it.
Also armor intensive.
Yes, and also horribly armor intensive. Those Abaddons probably have.
Or wonderfully armor intensive.
Yes, could be wonderfully. It depends if they win or not.
Yeah.
It's terribly or wonderfully.
If they win, they were right. If they lose, then they were wrong.
I'm going to go with that. But yeah, we are waiting now for CCP Claws countdown in local, and there it is. And we are underway.
Ships are moving.
They are indeed. You can see on your tactical overlays there that
they're going in for the kill.
They are indeed going in for the kill. And you can see they've come out roughly about 50 clicks apart. 20-minute matches, of course, now that we're into the final round knockout stages, as you've just seen from your Concord timer on the screen that appeared there. And first, straight away, one of these Thrashers for Darkside just taking an absolute pound, and he's off the field pretty much straight away, we should imagine. Unless that Guardian can get a remote rep on him quick.
I was going to say we should imagine it because it hasn't happened yet.
Yes, we should indeed.
There he goes.
There he goes. And he is down and out. We've got quite a few drones on the field, actually, from the Wrong Alliance. We've got a huge pack of Warrior 2s harassing one of the Lokis. And we can see there, I'm just going to try and get a quick look at one of these Abaddons. Fortunately, they're way out of range, but they're moving quickly. They're doing like 800 meters a second. So I'm going to surmise that they're pulse fitted. It looks as if they are, because they're trying very, very hard to close range on the main cluster of ships from the Wrong Alliance.
And the Wrong Alliance about to lose a Stiletto. He's in structure now. We'll see where he goes. It looks like the Guardian so far is keeping up with that. Well, I wouldn't say keeping up. He's not having the easiest of times. But the Loki's still not quite in any real danger, as the Stiletto for Wrong Alliance goes boom.
Yeah, we've lost a Stiletto immediately there. One of the Nighthawks for the Wrong Alliance also looking to be in serious trouble. He's losing shields fast. Just trying to get a close-up with that guy and see if we can see what he's up to and if he's actually receiving remote logistics from anywhere.
He's flying a spaceship.
He is indeed flying a spaceship. But we're, I mean, not, in all honesty, a massive amount going on. The Guardian pilot from Quebec, he's not actually from Quebec, he's called Quebec.
That'd be really weird if he was from, like, Montreal. Yeah, and the Guardian pilot for Darkside doing an excellent job of keeping the vast majority of his team away. We've just lost a Nighthawk from the Wrong Alliance, and wow, it's... I think I'm going to call it already. I kind of like the loadout that Darkside have gone with. I love the loadout Darkside went with. I like the high damage output, killing people thing.
Yeah, I mean, I much prefer the really, really hard-hitting setup, and we've just lost another Stiletto from the Wrong Alliance. Only one remaining on the field, as long as you can see.
And a Drake and half shields.
Yep, and a Drake and half shields.
Because Drakes are bad.
I'm sure Soundwave would agree with me.
Everybody else argues about Drakes. I'm going to go out and I'm just going to be the guy that likes Drakes.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, it's such a shame that Drake is now at 25% shields. Because they're really good.
Fair enough. We'll let you be contrary to me because I absolutely hate Drakes.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you can see now that it looks like the Wrong Alliance are turning their guns on the Guardian, the logistics pilot for Darkside. So he might be in trouble pretty soon. I should imagine that they're going to have serious difficulty chewing through the tanks of both of those Lokis and both of their Abaddons if Darkside can get at least one of these Drakes and perhaps another Nighthawk off the field before they lose that Guardian.
Yeah, losing that Guardian is going to have a major impact in what they're doing. So they're going to be crossing their fingers and hoping that he doesn't die. But they're not doing he's not doing a very good job staying alive right now.
Yeah, it's not really looking too good for him. Roughly at about half armor. So I think they're probably going to lose their logistics pilot eventually. We're losing a Drake. Drake for the Wrong Alliance, absolutely melting.
That's a shame. They're such a good ship. The Guardian now at 50% armor.
Yeah, and we can see there the Guardian for for Darkside. Massive amounts of remote logistics, but also an absolute swarm of Warrior 2s around him from the Wrong Alliance.
Well, you have the shield transfer drones there too, or the.
Yeah, there's a lot of armor maintenance spots around him, and it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, and I think that was off camera. We didn't actually catch it; it was out of view. But we've just lost a hell of a lot of armor maintenance spots from around that Guardian.
What killed them?
Yeah, smart bomb, I believe. It looks as if there was someone in range with a smart bomb, and they've just pounded a load of them out.
Well, not enough of them apparently, because he's not taking any damage.
Yeah, he's still not taking any damage, but there was definitely a very big drone explosion there, and there was a lot of them vanished from around that Guardian.
We're seeing in this tournament a lot of the, and we keep saying, oh, there goes more drones.
Yep,
was that a missile that hit?
I'm not sure what's actually causing that. There doesn't appear to be anyone from...
Well, if you don't know what it was, just make it up.
Yeah, I'm just going to make something up. I don't even know what to make up. But yeah, we've got an absolute pile of Warrior 2s around that Guardian. He doesn't look like he's taken any damage at all despite that.
No, they just lost another Drake, actually. And so the Wrong Alliance, and more of their DPS kind of getting taken out of the game. And that's probably why that Guardian is now repping himself back up.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have an issue. I think he has a local tank fitted. I'm going to try and see if I can get a closer look at him. We'll see what he's got on. But another wave of drones being destroyed around him there. And we've just also... What did we lose there? We lost... I didn't see what actually blew up there.
A spaceship.
It was indeed a spaceship, yes.
The Guardian now having no trouble. Not like he was before.
Yeah, I think that this is pretty much in the bag for Darkside now. I mean, the Wrong Alliance pretty much have not a great deal of DPS left on the field. They've got a decent amount of tanking ability. If they can try and either get under the... If they were speed fitted and they get under the tracking of the guns of the Abaddons, they might survive a little bit longer, but it's a matter of time now, unfortunately, for the Wrong Alliance.
Maybe a tactic you could use at that particular juncture would be just to kind of hang out and hope the other guy flies off the arena.
Well, you could do, I guess. Another Nighthawk for the Wrong Alliance, absolutely melting, just vanishing under the Mega Pulse fire from those Abaddons. I'm going to have a look at one of those Abaddons, see if I can get a closer look at it and see what it's actually fitted with, because it does look as if they may be pulse fitted, as they are at fairly close range. Neither of them are actually firing anymore, so I'm going to wait and see what happens. But we can see both the Lokis for Darkside autocannon fitted, and just generally doing what Mimnitar do best with a speed and autocannon fitting, using the fall off, trying to get in under people's tracking and just messing their day up.
Exactly. And it looks like they're trying to close on that Nighthawk. He's webbed. They're just probably out of range.
They pretty much have that Nighthawk surrounded now, I think.
Well, then maybe they're just waiting for just the right moment to push the button. And there we go. Now we see them starting to dump down
and yeah,
more.
we definitely have pulse fire coming from those Abaddons. You can see it probably on your screens now. Actually, we've just got camera, so you can't. But yeah, it looks as if it's Scorch and Mega Pulse 2 that those Abaddons are feeling. So a close range setup rather than going for the longer range beam or Tachyon Abaddons we've seen in the past.
That it is. And as they have closed range and opened fire, the Nighthawk will be destroyed momentarily. It's dipped down to about 25% shields and falling. Then they're going to have to catch that Dramiel, and there's still the giant Drake, which may very well be the best spaceship ever created by anybody ever.
You really think so?
Of course.
No.
Are you going to say something bad about the Drake?
Yeah, I don't like the Drake, as you know.
Just saying.
Yeah, Nighthawk losing... Justice for Hungary, in fact, is his name, for some bizarre reason. Losing all of his shields in the Nighthawk. One remaining Nighthawk in the field for the Wrong Alliance. And it looks as if this is firmly going to put them out of the tournament. I mean, I expected a little bit more from them because they've performed pretty well over the past matches. Dramiel as well for the Wrong Alliance, looking very sketchy. We're going to lose him soon.
Yeah, he's going to blow up. What do you suppose happened in Hungary that he requires justice for? Think maybe somebody tried to start a war?
I have no idea. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not really up to speed with the political situation in Hungary, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, just say nice things about Tupac and we'll move on.
Anyway, yes, we won't go there. The Wrong Alliance are in the process of losing their remaining Nighthawk. Their Drake also in half shield. It looks as if now Darkside are pretty much, well, they should be confident at least that they're going to hold the field. Pretty much their entire team's still left intact. And it's just a matter of time now for the Wrong Alliance. These guys are unfortunately going to be put out of the tournament.
Yeah, that Nighthawk's going to pop. And the Drake, despite being the most astounding ship ever created by any man or other race of being, is not going to be able to fight against all of these ships. Although if he did, it would be really awesome.
Yeah, we can see there they're going to pretty much turn every weapon they've got on the Drake now, I should imagine. Maybe try and get rid of that Dremel first, but I mean, it completely puts the Wrong Alliance out of the tournament. I mean, what do you think of that dual Loki and dual Abaddon setup?
I think I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
It gives a lot of effective hit points. It gives the ability for the Lokis to kind of dictate their own range a little bit.
Damage output, yeah.
Yeah, and it gives them the ability to kite people if they need to, if they're speed fitted, which I should imagine they probably are. It looks as if I wish I could get a close up of one of those Lokis actually and have a look. But yeah, I mean, I like that loadout. It works really well. I think we've seen them use it before. I can't remember offhand.
You'd look kind of silly if you said it worked really badly. Since
well,
just
yeah, it does work really well. I think there's obviously going to be a counter to it at some point. It happens with everyone. But yeah, actually these Lokis are armor tanked, but they're still moving extremely quickly.
Yeah, everyone on that side armor tank.
They're still. I was thinking maybe they were shield buffer tanked and they were going for just the speed loadout, just to try and get out close to people, get them webbed so the Abaddons can lay down the fire on them. And there we go, last Drake down. Just the Dremel left now, and I do believe he's gone as well.
Yeah,
so well, Darkside take it, and we can hand back to Soundwave.